Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, I want us to talk about Ethereum, its valuations against Bitcoin. Yet another, yet another triangle. I feel like with Ethereum, I haven't been talking about Ethereum much because it's not really doing a whole heck of a lot. Remember though, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So I'm going to remove this and kind of just backtrack, uh, talking about the last thing the last triangle I was talking about with Ethereum, and it was essentially this. And I'll draw it out and you'll see what I got wrong here because, well, I got wrong. Anyway, so I said that the current trend, if we don't look at this little bit here, I said that it looks to be that Ethereum is going to be heading to the downside against Bitcoin. This pattern kind of shows that we're hitting consistent bottoms and lower highs, and this is a bearish pattern, and that we would be going down. We didn't. We went up, and here we are. So now that's out of the way. It seems to be that Ethereum's forming another pattern, another triangle. And so you can see it, you know, somewhere like this. And then I believe it was like this, something like that. Anyway, so we have the resistance here, support, support, resistance, resistance, and we're kind of curling up here, and what we're hoping for is a breakout, right? Now is probably the best time, if there ever was one, for Ethereum to start moving, because Bitcoin is above the 20-week moving average, and because Bitcoin has been staying above the 20-week moving average for the past 3 weeks. I'm counting this week as well. All coins should do well, and you see that happening. You do see that happening. You see Cardano obviously doing extremely well now. You could see Tezos is also putting in a 30% week, and plenty of other altcoins are now starting to wake up. Ethereum can be one of them. We obviously got rejected last week, but the prior weeks we've been trending up, and this week at least we're up, 1% for the week. Isn't much, but it is something because it's rallying against Bitcoin. So with that said, what can happen here? Well, it's currently Q3, not Q4 yet. If you know of Benjamin Cohen, which I believe a lot of you do, his theory is that Ethereum doesn't do well in Q4 of 20 of every year. He's been pretty consistent. It's been pretty consistent on that, and so what I would argue, given that theory, because I also believe in that theory, you could look at it in the price and see, but um, we have we have about like 1.5 months until Q4. Okay. And that's a pretty hard line. Like even talking about, uh, um, that Q4 bleed, which is what Ben likes to call it. Um, it doesn't immediately happen at the start of Q4, right? It can start a little before, could start a little after, depending on where we are in the cycle. Also plays a factor in that. So, but for argument's sake, let's give October 1st the line in the sand. So we have from today to October 1st for Ethereum to rally as high as it can. Okay, as high as it can. Um, and given the circumstances, it's quite possible. If we're in a bull pennant like this, if we break out, we could be reaching prior all-time highs. I think new all-time highs uh, um, for Ethereum against the US dollar is now possible because Bitcoin is now above the 20-week moving average. If we look at Ethereum against Bitcoin and look at where we were roughly a year ago, so August of 2021, we were putting up local highs, right? The month of August was very, very good, but it was at the beginning of September where we started to bleed. So keep that in mind as well. It goes back to my saying of the Q4 bleed does not have to start immediately at Q4. It can start in September. It can start a little later than October. We will see. Uh, Given the fact that Ethereum has been more or less bleeding since May, I would argue that there is gas left in the tank for Ethereum to make a pump before the start of Q4. It's quite possible, given the fact that Cardano and Tezos, okay, two digital assets that are in direct competition with Ethereum are moving. So, my guess with Cardano and Tezos and other smart contract or Ethereum killers, so I would say Binance is also in the mix as well. Once those assets stop moving up as quickly as they are, that is the time when Ethereum's going to come in, take all of that liquidity and run with it. That is my theory. This usually happens every single time. Like this move of Ethereum happened after the DeFi move, right? So Ethereum is usually the last one to the party, but it makes a pretty big splash. So keep that in mind, folks. So once Cardano and all the other altcoins stop moving, Bitcoin is still above the 20-week moving average. Expect Ethereum to make a move then, and then we hunker down for Q4. If you believe in the Q4 bleed for Ethereum, and we wait for probably I'll probably be buying Bitcoin at that point, and then waiting for the move in Q1. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.